Good evening, everyone. Where is Sara? There's Sara. Hi, Sara. I am thrilled and privileged to be able to just say a few words about my friend and colleague, Sara Totonchi, who, as Atia mentioned, was the leader of the Southern Center for Human Rights for 11 years and spent 2 decades on the staff of the Southern Center. Sara was a tremendous leader of this organization. She's creative, she's fearless, and she's brilliant, and she inspires everyone around her to do their very best work all the time. The Southern Center has expanded in so many ways in the past 11 years. Whether it's the growth of the policy unit or tackling new types of cases, new types of litigation, all of that is attributable to Sara leading and inspiring the Southern Center family to work toward dignity and justice every day. To work with Sara is to know that everyone you're working with is going to work together as a team to get the best results for our clients and to work toward equality and justice. The challenge with saying a few words about Sara is trying to condense the 5 hours of notes that you prepared into just 5 minutes. What I've decided to do here is just share a few things that I remember from my time working with Sara, starting with when I was a first-year attorney at the Southern Center. I remember being a first-year attorney, and I remember Sara going out of her way to help me get settled and to make sure that I was okay getting started. I remember in those early years, I remember watching and learning as I would watch Sara devising strategies, forging relationships with unlikely allies, and figuring out the most difficult problems that we needed to figure out in our cases and our campaigns. I remember so many times walking into Sara's office with some impossible problem. And then I'd walk out of the office 20 minutes later with a plan of attack, because Sara would take any problem and she would strategize around it. She would make us all feel like we'll tackle this as a team. She was an unbelievable colleague, an unbelievable leader. I remember us going to the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. I also remember us going to that courthouse in Georgia that didn't have air conditioning but decided it was a good idea to have a trial in July. I remember Sara calling the staff together to break happy news sometimes and sad news sometimes. But no matter what the news was, we knew that Sara was there to support us. I remember Sara and John going on a vacation out west, and before Sara was leaving, she said, Patrick, if you need anything, just give me a call. And I was like, Sara, no way, you're going on this trip, please, there's no way, we definitely won't bother you. I called her 4 times the next day. I remember Sara speaking at conferences and events. And each time, she would speak with such pride about the Southern Center, about our clients, and about the staff. And I know that's something that has always meant a lot to so many of us. I remember one time I had a terrible day in court in Alabama. Sara was tied up in Atlanta, so she wasn't there, and we had this tough day, but the hearing was going to continue the next day. We had to press on, and I'll never forget, at 6:30 in the morning, the next morning, as I'm getting my suit on and getting ready, my cell phone rings. And it's Sara to say that I'm sorry to hear about yesterday, but I just want you to know that we're all behind you. That's the kind of thing Sara would do all the time, and I am forever grateful for it. I remember Sara bringing the whole staff together to celebrate the release of Southern Center clients, people like Tony Amadeo, who Steve mentioned, and gathering in the conference room to celebrate with people who had been incarcerated for many years but were very much a part of the Southern Center family. I remember Sara and Jim Jenkins and I hugging outside our offices after Mike Admiran called with the news that Jimmy Metters was granted clemency just 6 hours before his scheduled execution. And as I think about these things and I go through these memories, I also want to note that Sara has done all of this while she and John are raising a wonderful son in Max. And Sara, I am extremely grateful to you for everything that you've done for the Southern Center for Human Rights, for our clients, and for me. And I want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for this entire community. So cheers. And